This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm a highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20! 6! 6!
One set. I'll go 10. I'll go 10. Tight into the right.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped them behind the line for the second straight play. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
11.
Let's get off the field, D.
I got this.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Going for the deep ball. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Set. 19!
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. first down, it's Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jones, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. It's complete. Stills. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about it, Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo going deep here for Stills. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one. A shotgun snap for Watson.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quan Alexander showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, 1st down.
Hey, gun.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Dante Jackson picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Texans push further out in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores, a 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo, and Stills bringing it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I got this.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, gun.
They'll go for it. It's Garofalo. That's to his running back, complete. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Watson. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check your hot read.
Hey, 31.
Check 52 the mic.
To throw is Watson. Throwing again. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. Being chased out left. This is caught. Watkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 19 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
21. I got
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
13.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, Delta. 11. 21. Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Check three. Hey, 59. Ball trot. Hey, 31. Let's go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
I got him.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back. That's caught inside the 20. fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll go again to Jones. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. On third down, here's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. On fourth down, Watson.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen it.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 85 yards. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th. Watson out to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On first down, Jones trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Watson now to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. D Ford, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive on 4th. They'll go again and try it once more. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13. Garoppolo. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down.
Mike 57. Let's go.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Championships, baby.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run it with Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 73 yards. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Gold with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise,
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Kenny Stills, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the